All right, so I have a game for you guys to play today, and the game is Lack of Knowledge. It's the game that gives your incompetence a place to live on the internet forever.
Okay, I should probably do that after this.
Oh, you can wear the dunce hat. I don't give a shit.
How about the loser is the new owner of the dunce
The loser is the new owner of the dunce hat.
Your IQ keep writing different things on the side.
He can wear it until it gets crowned on a new person, unless you keep it. It's like in Survivor where you get the you get the immunity necklace. On today's episode of Lack of Knowledge, we have a theme, and that theme is the first.
Oh.
So things you should know before we start playing. I'm gonna have a question area at the end. So there's going to be 3 categories. Each category is going to consist of 3 rounds, totaling in 9 rounds. Each round consists of the host, myself, presenting the contestants, you guys, with an invention or an event which the contestants must name the year of. 1 point is awarded to whoever's guess lands closest to the correct year. Contestants will take turns having the first guess each round. Contestants are not allowed to pick the same year as another contestant. In other words, years are first come, first serve. Based on whoever gets the first guess on any particular round. And so in some cases, if you know the answer, or if you think you have a really good answer, having the first guess is going to be advantageous. But if you have absolutely no idea, having the last guess is going to be better because you can kind of the price is right your opponents, right? Yes, Kellen? Good. Oh, what can't... Half of the thumbnails are misspelled, okay? I don't really give a shit.
Like 3 typos.
I look like a fool. Yeah. You know what?
I also...
In the words of the pineapple, I'm fucking trying, okay? I'm sorry.
I also like how you kind of
switching the slides.
You stumbled over that last bit. Like, I just like the idea
I didn't write it.
You're like, oh, that's kind of bullshit. I don't know that.
I really wish questions was misspelled.
Oh, fuck you. All right. Any questions? Hey, fuck you, okay? Are there any questions?
That was a question.
No, I'm gonna suck. Let's go. I suck at yours.
I don't I thought for sure Levy would ask a stupid fucking question.
Now it's positive. No, Levy, you're gonna do great, you incompetent fool.
Well, it's because when Julian was trying to explain his thing last time, Levy kept fucking over-talking him, like, but wait, like, is there something? And he even told you, like, please, sir, please wait for questions till the end of the show. And you just kept, ma'am,
I feel
sir,
like
something.
I did say sir. Maybe I said ma'am. I don't know.
Category number 1, YouTube.
Oh, lovely.
The first YouTube video, as I'm sure, at least Julie and I know, at least I think you're aware that the first YouTube video was me at the zoo.
I'm not.
You're not? Okay, well this is the first YouTube video that's ever been uploaded. Can you hear it?
What these guys say is that they have really, really, really long trunks, and that's cool. And that's pretty much all there is to say.
Fucking classic. That's the first, that's what started all of this. And here we are in my living room.
That's all there is to say.
All right, so we're going to start with Julian. Julian, if you had to give me a year that this video was uploaded to YouTube, what year would you give me?
Oh, I feel like it's going to be, I don't want to get this wrong, but 2005.
2004.
Okay. I didn't say it was your turn, but it was your turn. It was your turn.
Look at me.
You're right. And
I'm going to say 2006.
You're going to say 2006.
Yeah.
So the answer, daily double. No, the answer is 2005. Damn it. Julian got it right on point. Did you like hear that at some point, or you just?
Well, I just know when YouTube was created. I thought it was 2005 or Okay. So
good job.
I wasn't sure. Oh,
that was actually impressive to me.
Lack of knowledge. Fuck you.
All right. So the first YouTube channel to reach 1 million subscribers was actually Fred.
Hey everyone, it's Lucas. As you can tell, I'm the guy who plays Fred and I created it, so I just want to thank each and every one of you for getting Fred to 1 million subscribers, because obviously without you guys, it wouldn't have happened, so thank you. It means a lot.
Hey, it's Fred!
I don't think we have to go that deep down the road. All right, Levy, you get the first guess. When do you think Fred reached 1 million subscribers?
I'm gonna say 2007.
So you think it took him 2 years to get to 1 million subscribers? Because remember, the first YouTube video was uploaded in 2005.
Yes, but I thought about that, and I'm going with it. I don't remember when YouTube really became. I didn't remember if YouTube became popular in the very beginning or not. So I'm gonna say 2007.
He's
I'm
gonna
probably
say
wrong.
2007.
I know I'm probably wrong.
I like how you have a soft spot for Levy. You're like, you sure, buddy?
I'm more just bringing up the previous information that we've
Yeah.
established. I'm giving it to all you guys.
I don't think did Fred start right at the inception
that's
of
the other
YouTube? Did he
thing.
start right at the beginning?
I like
do not
conception.
have that information.
I mean, yeah, judging by the camera quality, it's not like 2012 or anything.
Judge, what about our camera quality? It's
That's a fair
2021.
point. That's a fair point. I'm gonna say 2009.
So, Han,
That's probably
he said
still too
what?
early.
2007?
Yeah.
And you said 2009?
I think it's
And I'm going to say 2011 because I remember Fred guest starred on an episode of iCarly, and I'm going to guess that's around when he reached 1 million subscribers.
that was in the
That's
contract.
an
Not
interesting-
until.
Or like shortly afterwards, I'm guessing. I'm sure it was a.
Didn't he have a show? Did
He
he have
did
a show?
well way later. I
Way
think.
later,
He was.
okay.
He became kind of a Nick kid after he was on iCarly.
What's iCarly? Is
Yeah.
that Nick or Disney?
It's Nick.
2007, 9, and
11.
11.
I think I'm too early.
the
Now. You made
answer
me feel like I was too late, and now
is-
they made me feel like 2000.
2009. I'm very impressed
Yes.
that you guys are actually hitting these years. I'm very pleased right now. All right. Oh, what the fuck?
I know
How
this
does
one.
that?
Just go back to it.
I don't even know how that worked. Wait, can I use this? Don't.
Wait, I
Okay,
can.
Hey
never mind.
everyone, it's Lucas.
Fuck you, Lucas. All right. The first YouTube video to reach 1 billion views was Gangnam Style. And Isan, you have the first guess, and you can take your time. When do you think Gangnam Style reached 1 billion views? Which, by the way, 1 billion views isn't even that much anymore. Like,
Yeah.
really solid music videos have billions of views
Yeah.
these days.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think that, like, when this happened, it was like an event. I remember,
I
like,
remember that
having it
too.
go
It
up to 1
was-
billion and being really
was
excited about it.
awesome.
Yeah, and it's the same thing with 1 million subs. Like now there are dozens and dozens of people with 1 million subs who
It's
I don't
easy.
fucking
Like a
know.
million subs is not considered.
It's
Like,
easy.
what
We
day?
have like what?
No,
14?
it's
Hey,
hard.
we have 69 followers
Do
on
we?
TikTok.
On TikTok.
It's
okay.
70,
70.
now. I'm
yeah,
sorry
but we're not going to
to
talk about it. We're going to pretend like it's. I'm going to
be
remove
fair,
one of them.
It's hard, but it's like the amount
Yeah,
of
yeah,
people
yeah,
is like.
Okay. Well, I know Julie knows the answer.
I don't know that he does.
I am very, very conflicted. I do know when.
I want to hear your thought process after he gives an answer.
I'm gonna say 2012.
You're going to say 2012?
Okay, I was gonna guess whichever one he didn't guess, so 2013, because I knew it was when we were in 8th grade.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Oh,
So,
really?
well-
You guys remember the year?
I remember people doing the dance.
I was going to say, I recall when we were. What play was it? Was it?
Well, probably
It was
the
8th grade, so that would have been our senior
Poison
year.
Apple.
Junior. That would have been
Poison
Poison Apple.
Apple.
I recall when the fire alarm went off. The fire alarm went off during like one of our
Yeah.
performances.
because we had a
Were you there for
smoke
that?
I was there for
machine.
that.
What were
I
you
was there
doing?
for that. I was in the audience.
Oh, you
Yeah,
were?
he was,
I didn't care
yeah,
about
he
that
supported.
stuff.
He came to support us. He did. I took
I
note
seen
of
you.
it.
I don't remember. No, but so I made friends with this kid named Palmer. I don't remember his last name. It was Arnold. You remember Palmer, super tall guy? We were outside.
Palmer Arnold.
No, it was a
Okay.
fucking
Oh, okay.
lemonade and iced tea joke. Okay, fuck off. So we went outside during the fire alarm, and my mom has a video of us doing the Gangnam Style dance outside. It's totally like humiliating, but it
So what
definitely
you're
shows
saying
the
is
signs.
that Levy is fucked. Because all the good years are taken.
I'm gonna go with 2000. You said 13?
13.
I'm gonna go 14.
14. All right. Well, the answer is actually
I would've guessed-
2012. Once
All
again,
right.
Isan is
Right.
2 for 3 right now.
Cool.
So last week, Kaylin was like, "Hey, I wanna bake cookies," and I was like, "Fucking Christ! Okay, fine, bake cookies." Like in the middle of the podcast, and then she was like,
you.
"I want boba," and I was like, "No, you have to pick either cookies or boba." And then Jesse was like, "I'll take both," and I was like, "Whose team are you on, buddy?" And so then last time she baked us cookies and we had boba, and so now she just wants to bake stuff every episode. So I guess now we have baked goods. All right, category number 2.
I hope the camera got like that drip of icing. That
It
just
was
hit
the
my
television that it
face.
wasn't getting. It definitely had whatever you were doing over there. Category number 2 is cameras. Oh my god. You know what? This is great because last time she made cookies and I kept I had really bad. What's it called when your mouth?
Dry mouth?
No.
Oh.
Now I'm gonna look dumb. Phlegm. I kept getting like
did
real
you-
bad
oh, yeah.
phlegm, and so she was here for it.
He gets a lot of phlegm.
No, because like I'd be talking to Jesse and he'd be like telling a good story and I'd be like, "Ah!" Like, I'd have to hack my lungs up. Terrible. It was like that.
Yeah, I know. You made me think of it. It's like yawning. I'm just like, oh yeah, I should do some spring cleaning myself.
That's disgusting. All right. Category 2 is cameras. What was that?
Nodding?
No,
No,
he said spring cleaning.
No, but you know how yawning is like you yawn and then everyone else has to yawn.
What did you think he said?
Yacht.
Oh, like
That too. Yachting. Yeah. Dude,
it has to be over 70 feet to be a yacht, or 60 or something.
Well, what's your dad's at?
49.
Oh, never mind. You poor piece of shit. Get out of here. All right, category 2 cameras. The first selfie. This is the first selfie. All right, over here on the right-hand side. Julian, the first guess is back over to you, my man.
1899.
All right, do you have a thought process, or?
Well, I know that the first cameras were invented in the... Actually, no, it's... Oh my gosh. Do I have to...
No,
Okay, maybe I'll actually go back to... I'm gonna go with like 1850 because I think there are some photos from like the Civil War and stuff like that. So I feel like cameras were invented early in the 1800s. So I'm gonna say 1850.
All right, Levy.
Yeah. So I could be way too early, but my first thought was 1836. So it was also, but I don't.
Is there a thought process, or just that you just feel good?
No, I've
you
heard
think
this
you've
before,
heard it? Okay.
so and I'm trying to remember when in early 1800s felt right. So 1836.
Okay.
1818.
1818.
Yeah.
Is there a thought
So it
process?
is early.
No thought process, and I don't feel good.
All right, so Julian's out. It's between Levy and Isan. What were your guys' numbers again?
1836.
36 and
1818.
1818. So the answer is 1839.
Oh.
So that goes to my friend Levy over here.
Oh.
Number 2. So this is the first video.
Yeah.
All of the clips of it that I could find on YouTube had the date in the title. So unfortunately, I wish I could show it to you to give you like some sense of it. But I'll tell you that it looks similar to the first photo.
So you can show us after?
I'll show you afterwards, correct. It's on the next
Can you
slide.
describe it to us by any chance? Like, is it the one of the man riding his bicycle?
1800s.
Okay.
It's not a bicycle, no.
Okay.
It's
Can
like
you
it's like a
describe the text that you saw?
2.1. It's like a 2.1 second clip of 3 people walking in the front yard of a rich Victorian house.
Okay, so I'm sorry, Levy first. Right?
Levy first.
Yeah.
I had nothing to go off of. I thought 1800s. I don't know any
It's
facts
in the
on
18.
this.
I'll give you guys that.
I
It's in
was
the
thinking, and then
1800s.
you said Victorian, so
Which is the 1800s, right?
I have no idea.
I think Victorian is 1800s, right?
I feel like Victorian is a good. Well,
If
maybe
I'm
it's
wrong,
early
then ignore that
1800s.
part.
I think Victorian is a decent bit before cameras and stuff, but
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
that's what I
really
thought.
don't.
Well,
I'm gonna
Levy's
say
thinking, I'll look it up.
I'm just gonna say ignore Victorian. I'm just gonna say 1853.
Okay.
And Isan, you get the. Oh wait, yeah, Isan gets the second guess. Oh
Selfie
wow. Okay.
was
So
39.
Victorian. Oh, so
The
Victorian era is
era.
based off of Queen Victoria.
Yeah.
Bitch,
Oh.
I was gonna say.
Oh,
That's
no,
what I was trying
that
to
makes
think of
way
when
more
she
sense.
lived.
Let Kaylin do it. I wasn't sure.
1837 and 1901.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
that's what I. Okay, cool. I thought 1853. was
Isan,
in there.
thank you for being here, because no one else would have smirked with me at that.
Wait, what the wait?
Did you
what-
guys know that the Victorian English era was
Fuck
because
you
of
guys.
Queen Victoria?
No, okay, the only reason I even know that the Victorian era is a thing was because from like American Pickers, they'd find like this is from the Victorian era, and they'd bring out like a light hanger or some shit. I had no idea. I'm just a fucking American, okay? We don't know
You
anything.
know what the current era is?
Biden?
Elizabeth.
What?
England, the Elizabeth. How do you, Elizabethan? Elizabethan era, Elizabethan era, something like that. I think I'm mispronouncing it a little bit, but because her name's Queen Elizabeth.
Through like Shakespeare's time. Huh? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Anyways,
probably from. You mean from the first Queen?
Yeah. Well, Shakespeare's kind of written in a slightly Elizabethan like style of English.
Does it bother you guys to think that like this is kind of a dumb fucking thought, but I have dumb thoughts all the time. Like
era was it from 1558 to 1603?
But
There's
now
probably
it's
more than one
Elizabethan
Elizabeth.
again, right?
okay. Do you guys ever does it bother you that even if you came up with a time machine and you went back to the 1400s and went to England, you couldn't really communicate with them that well just because English has changed so much?
When you said that, I just thought about yeah, but you'd still be white, so they'll be like, oh, let's help you figure it out. You know? So it's
have you ever made that mistake? You talk to your African friend and you're like, man, could you imagine what it'd be like to be back in man, I would just love to see the world before cars, you know what I mean? He's like, not me. Dude, that's fucked up. All right, whose guess is it? Is it Isan's guess?
I'm gonna say 1873.
1873.
I
already forgot. Wait, what was your answer?
53.
53, and you were
73.
Okay.
So I'm gonna. I think.
Is there a thought process?
Just later than the selfie.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I remember I took a film class. I think it's a bit later than what Isan was saying, at least. So I'm just gonna go 1880.
All right, you were correct, Julian. It is 1888.
Wow. Nice.
Wow.
I was way up.
It's all good, buddy. So it's called The Garden Scene, and it's just going to be a repeating clip. And I should mention, this is the oldest surviving film, right?
Oh, they're like TikToks. That's pretty cool.
So maybe I'm right.
You could be right.
Oh, so pretty much I got a point too, is what you're saying.
Nope. All right, so the first photo of a U.S. president, and once again, this is still surviving. Supposedly there was a photo of a president that was, I think it was the 8th president or something like that. I don't remember his fucking name. Maybe this is the 8th president and it was the 7th president. I think it was the president before him. This is John Quincy Adams. This is, I believe, 14 years after he was president. And so this is not it's not the oldest photo of a sitting president. It's a photo of the oldest president at the time, right?
The oldest president they could capture in a photo.
Exactly. So this is John Adams' son, which was the 2nd president of the United States and the 1st vice president of the United States. So this is his kid. Isn't that fucking crazy?
I was gonna say that
is how young our country is. We have a photo of this could be George Washington didn't have any kids, otherwise we'd have something like this. But this could be George Washington's kid, that same timeline.
There's an event.
Maybe.
Sorry, John.
There's an event where I think all the descendants of presidents meet up every year or something in the United States, and going to
That's
that, you
creepy.
just hear them talking about, oh yeah, my great grandfather, you know what? And you're like, what the hell? How is that? You're okay.
And then they all start bowing to the giant owl statue.
Will you tell that story on Halloween? Because I think you remember it more from Halloween in 8th grade, where we're getting on the bus.
I don't remember exactly. You might know more details than me.
What I remember
what I recall is that I just remember the bus driver mocking us or something along those lines, right?
I think what had happened is
what were you dressed up as?
I was dressed up as George Washington for Halloween. And what were you dressed up as?
Probably a zombie. I was a zombie.
Oh right, you were a zombie. Every
year.
Easy.
I just wear different clothes. I'm a soccer zombie now. Now I play football.
So I remember we were getting on the bus, and I hadn't taken the bus very much up at this point. So I think I took my dollar cash and put it in the coin receptacle, thinking that it was just a slot that you stuck all sorts of money into. And the bus driver, he turns around, and he's like, "Hey George, the money goes in here."
And it was great because it was a $1 bill and it had fucking George Washington on it. Oh my goodness, that's fucking right, dude. That's golden. Dude, that's awesome. You totally just pulled that out of my memory bank. That's sick.
Hey George. That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Holy shit. And I don't even remember whose turn it was. Is it Isan to go first? Yeah, this is the third one, so it's Isan.
What is the question?
Sorry. So when was this photo taken? 14 years after his presidency.
14 years. Okay.
Yes, I think he was the 8th president. Fuck, I probably shouldn't have said that. I could be completely wrong.
That's true. I'm going to say 1850.
You're going to say 1850.
14 years after.
Julie,
I'm just guessing how
I could be wrong. I could be wrong about him being the 8th president. I could also be wrong about it being
1849.
I just did. Oh, okay, go ahead.
What did you said 1850?
Yeah, I did 8 times 8 plus 14, and then just minus 4.
All right,
just in
smarty
case.
pants. What's going on, Levy?
Before you said that information, I was thinking 1850 just based on when America was created, when John Adams was president, when he was a kid, all that.
Oh.
Just thinking about
Hey.
that and that. So I'm going to go because of their answers. I'm just going to go
Don't say
with
51.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So the answer is 1843.
Dang. Okay.
Should have gone lower. Damn it.
It would have been fucking funny if he'd said 1850 though.
All right, so what's that? That's Julian's at 3, Isan's at 2, Levy's at 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that is correct.
I know.
What's going on? Something funny?
I flipped this on accident.
There's nothing wrong with that. Why do I look bad?
I just didn't mean to do it. But also, sometimes when you lean back and laugh, your tummy.
My
shows.
belly, yeah.
And
Like
you
if I go like this.
to the other guys.
Oh, you guys know those? What's it called when like a girl does this with her boobs and like holds it up like this? No.
I don't.
There's a word for it.
I don't know
Oh,
what.
I think I'm thinking of side boob maybe.
Teasing?
Underboob.
Under boob. There you go. Underbelly.
What's the area
Even if they
underneath
don't lift it, it's still
the boobs? What's it called?
Oh, that's
lots
good
of
stuff.
sweat gathers.
Okay,
there.
if we're gonna have a compilation of Levy's failed stories, can we also have a compilation
Of my
of
belly?
Zach going?
I don't know what it is. I get really giggly around you guys. I think it's just because like we hang it like you guys say shit and it's way funnier to me just because we spend so much time together. But you guys are the only people that can make me laugh like that. Like genuinely.
Kaylin Cam.
You make me laugh, but I've known Julian for like fucking a decade. Okay, like if anyone can dig something.
Together 5 years.
Yeah, okay. I'm not saying that you don't make me laugh. I'm just saying that
You know how long you've been together? We've been together that plus a decade.
I do laugh very hard.
You have yeah. This is no knock on you. I'm just saying, like I look hysterical when I giggle.
I'll tell you what it sounds like, Zach.
Okay. Here's what we'll do. One of these episodes, I'll have you and Julian switch, and we'll see what happens. Okay?
I don't want to be on camera.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Okay. All right. Category number 3.
You guys missed it. Like,
What the?
Okay, wait, no, I'm sorry, tell it.
you guys are talking about boobs, and Levy just goes, it sweats a lot now.
And then nobody heard it. It was just awkward. And then we just looked at each other and just died.
Great.
It does.
Oh, I'm sorry that I have such a good time with my friends. Fuck me, okay? My cheeks hurt from smiling, okay? Why? What's so funny about
Well, because
that?
normally his
My
cheek.
cheeks
Fuck me, my cheeks hurt.
My cheeks. Julian's not loud.
Oh my god, I've never seen Levy die this.
I don't even know what he's laughing at, to be honest, but his laugh was so silly.
My laugh just randomly happens. Always weird. Always different when I get really giggling. And then your reaction.
To
because
your
I
laugh?
heard it, yeah, and then I
Yeah.
saw your reaction, and that took me.
That's the worst.
Ugh.
Dude, this one time in a history class, in Bo Hansen's class, Brian and I, so we had a mock trial for like really putting America on trial for something, right? And Brian and I decided to be the prosecuting attorneys. So we were going against America. We were going to say America's bad, blah, 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 blah. And it was me and Brian, right? And we're kind of shitheads, right?
Yeah.
And the defendants were like, you know, those girls in class, like they like take everything serious, like they take notes in like different colors, like they have their shit together, right?
Yeah, it's successful
people, very smart girls, right? And so, we
Very smart people, really.
and so we went up to do our opening statements, and Brian and I went up and kind of winged it, right? Because it's almost like because you have. It's like, what's it called in court when you have the jury? You have the jury, but the jury's just your fucking classmates, right? Mm-hmm. So if you can get your classmates to laugh or be on your side, you can pretty much win it, right? It's not that serious. And so we went up there, did our thing, improv'd it, right? And then they went up there. They had like a 5-page thing like stapled together. They had like a speech all written out, right? And like they're going, and it's like 10 minutes later, and they're still talking. And Brian, like, I'm kind of like, you know how I do this? I just kind of lean forward, and Brian's kind of like this at this point. And the girl says something like blah 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 blah. But what the prosecuting attorney doesn't want you to know is, and then she says something, and as she says that, Brian's like this. He looks at me and he goes, "How did she know?" And then I fucking die. And it was one of those things where, like, you ever, like, let's just make eye contact with your friend and you fucking explode, right? It got so bad, and, like, everyone was just looking at me, and it was, like, disrespectful, right? She's up there. They didn't hear, exactly. And so they're all, like, taking this whole thing real serious. And so at that point, I'm giggling, and I can't get it under control. I look at Mr. Hansen. He's not amused, and I just stand up and go, I gotta go. And I just walk out of the classroom. I just leave. I get myself, I calm down, get all the giggles out, go back inside. This bitch is still talking. Her fucking speech was so long, right? I walk inside, everyone looks at me, and Brian's smug ass goes, I just lose it again. So I was like, I gotta go. And then when I come back, I open the door and go, and then close it again. And then I have to go back out. And then eventually I come back. But that was like my worst case of fucking giggles, dude.
Oh, Mr. Hansen didn't say anything?
No, Mr. Hansen, like, dude, I asked Mr. Hansen why he was a teacher, and he said because he gets summers off. I don't think he takes it too serious.
Mr. Hansen was like legitimately bullied a couple of kids. Like Nathan. Oh,
keep going. Okay, I got something to show you guys.
Do you guys remember Nathan? Right, you remember him? So he was a real class clown at some points. So Mr. Hansen did stuff that I'm not even sure is legal. Like, you know, we'd be grouped up in
that might
desks.
get him fired or arrested?
No, I mean, I'm not going to
say it, we'll cut it out.
I don't think so. Like, just borderline stuff. Like, he made him sit by himself in a corner facing the wall because he would not shut up. Like, every single thing Nathan said was like, haha.
Do you guys have you heard the stories of Logan falling asleep I think it was Logan. He always fell asleep and teachers, like, one of our teachers, like, took like 4 textbooks and then just dropped them right next to him, and he just jumps up, like, and every teacher, one teacher, like, sang opera to him, Miss Fike.
Miss Fike sang opera?
She sang opera to wake him and went into this, like, breakdown. Because she's like, why do you always fall asleep in my class every time you fall asleep? And then she's like, do you want me to do something more exciting? You want me to sing? And she's like, oh! And then she's like,
well, that's usually, if a kid keeps falling asleep in class, that's probably because he has like a bad home life or something. Like, you probably shouldn't like make fun of a kid for like
I know that,
being tired. I'm just saying that's,
that's a legit thing. Yeah, no, I feel it. A kid who will not shut up, on the other hand, make that fucker sit in the corner.
Kayla, can you switch it to me? So this is also
Say something interesting and I'll switch it.
Oh, I want to if he's fucking got him. All right, so we did another thing in Mr. Hansen's class where it was America versus Russia during the Cold War, and we had to have negotiations between the Russian, I think, what was it called? The premier, and then the American president, right?
And the American president.
No. I looked at the Russian one. I couldn't remember. It was still very funny. The American. My name is Zachary. No. He's not amused.
Find your next line.
No. So we had this thing where we had to like negotiate terms when like there was like a high pressure. If you guys don't figure this out in 3 minutes, we're a simulation. The world's gonna get nuked. Everyone dies, right? And so I don't know if I just raised my hand. Somehow I became the Russian premier, right?
Yeah.
So I was the head of Russia, and some girl was the head of America, right?
This is Vladimir Putin's memoirs, like, and fucking somehow
God, dude, don't do that fucking laugh. Stop. You know what it sounds like? What's that comedian who looks like a puppet? No. The English guy who like
Jimmy Carr.
Yes, that's Jimmy Carr's laugh. Dude, he sounds like a Jimmy Carr laugh. That's totally what it fucking is. Levy Carr.
It is. I forgot he had such. I was like, oh well, Seth Rogen's the only one with a terrible. They all have terrible.
Have you seen
laughs,
that video that's like,
actually.
"Help my lawnmower" sounds like Seth Rogen's laugh, and it goes, this kid's like, ruh, 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 and then it goes to Seth Rogen, ha 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 ha, and he like freaks out and like runs off camera.
Have you seen Aziz Ansari laugh? He's like a monkey.
I think I saw him on the roast of
Dangerous
James
Franco.
Franco. He's like, ah! He looks like.
Maybe he's just like a person who's yelling. You know, maybe he's just.
All right, so, so somehow, but I don't know. I'm super embarrassed about this because of this note, because he gave us feedback afterwards, and I've kept the feedback from that event all these years because it destroyed my confidence
To
so
give
bad.
you because he does that. That's the other thing. Mr. Hansen will grade you like he's exactly honest, like you, Zach. He'll just look at you to be like, you did a bad job because you didn't put in any effort. Because you know who are all those kids who will be like, I really tried. And some of them did really try, but you could tell when they didn't. So Mr. Hansen would be like, no, you didn't.
Dude, just hearing you say, I can see his blank stare fucking face. It's so good. But anyway, so I went into this negotiation and I laid down my terms and I said, these are my terms. If you don't agree to them, we'll be dining in hell tonight. Like I went in and I was like, I'm willing to die type thing. And then no one was agreeing to it. And then it got down to like the last like 20 seconds or something. And then I was writing up the treaty and I snuck some shit in and then threw it over to their side. And it was like counting down. And they were like, wait, we didn't agree to this? I was like, sign the paper. Like I was doing that type of shit, right?
Yeah.
And then we failed and everyone blew up and died. And so then like the next day, we got our notes. And this was what Mr. Hansen said about my performance, okay? I'm so embarrassed about this.
Okay.
Your confrontational tone really prevented any authentic dialogue from occurring. You are, quote, you are not succumbing to my demands, end quote, is not an appropriate comment for the leader to make. You never called or had 3 of your teammates talk. You did ask them if you should sign the treaty, but that was it. The role of the president, or in my case, the premier, was to get all the members on your team to participate, and you did not do that. Also, your willingness to purposefully go to war ruined the simulation for your teammates. You basically hijacked the entire activity and made it about you.
Ooh.
Dude, oof. My fucking soul. I've held on to this. Anytime I get too cocky, I just read this. It puts me in my place. By the way, still got 23 out of 30 points.
I just see him writing this serious now. 23 out of 30. Like, what is he thinking?
Well, his class, if you tried, you automatically got 50%.
That's called trying?
No. So like, for example,
Zach
hold on.
participated
So
in
for
Did they get worse grades?
I don't fucking remember. Probably not. They all probably got 30 or some shit.
5 out of 30.
But like, if you like, I had a book report or something where you had to like do a little pamphlet. Like you're supposed to read this thing and do a pamphlet of like propaganda, right? And I forgot about it. And like he was going around collecting it from people, so I just took a piece of paper, folded it in half, and wrote like 2 words on each paper, turned it in, got 50%.
Oh.
Right? And so it was literally you just have to participate and you get 50%. So I deserved 8 more points than 50%.
That's like
Christ.
I wonder if the other people got
Well,
a
now-
note of
now we
disappointment
just know what to
when
say.
the premier is not allowing you to participate. You're supposed to organize a coup, and you're like just they just lost like
Overthrow.
grades because they did
Yeah,
nothing.
I know. That would have been great though if one of them had been like, "No, just come up, shot you in the back of the head. I am premier now. Oh, I will prevent war from happening because I care about children I have at home."
Yeah.
God, but now we know what to say to destroy your confidence. If you're ever
hijack-
egging us on, like, wow, Zach, you're really making this whole show about you.
No, you have to
right
say
now.
You're really hijacking the show and making it all about yourself. But dude, that cut so deep, and I was like, "Fuck." You know what the worst thing is? When someone critiques you, and you're like, "Fuck, they're right."
Yeah,
Like,
you know,
what I mean?
you're like, that is exactly.
That is exactly what happened. Oh man.
Actually, having someone critique you and it be wrong is also very frustrating.
See, I can move on from that stuff. Like if I disagree. But anyways,
Fair enough.
category 3, transportation.
How does the game work? No.
The first year of the Ford Model T. Julian, the year to you, my friend.
Okay. I'm going to say 19... Oh.
What's up?
I just I hear all of you guys
Okay. Okay.
So I.
Oh my
So I think it's gonna be 1909 is what I'm
1909?
gonna say.
Levy, second guess to you.
What? You didn't explain your answer.
He doesn't have to.
Fuck off. Okay, 1909.
He's like, it's
Prove me wrong.
definitely 1930, but Levy is 1950. Safe bet.
It's in the 1900s?
I don't know.
Am I an idiot for thinking it's in the 1800s?
You're an
is the
idiot for a
first-
lot of other reasons, but for that, who can say? You
This is
just
the
have to-
Ford Model T. There were vehicles before the Ford Model T, maybe you're thinking of. Or maybe the Ford Model T was the first car invented, and that's why we know it so well. Could really go either way, buddy. Make a decision and live with yourself. And then if you're wrong, go home.
1890.
1890? Third guess to you, my friend.
I'm gonna say 1903.
1903. Any thought process behind yours? Or?
Just tell us the fucking answer.
Julian wins. It was 1908.
Dang
Damn
it.
It was 1 year off. You guys are
that's
getting
so
very
close.
close. I'm impressed with you guys
I almost
right now.
said 7.
You almost said
I
7?
said 1903.
We're getting more on the money though, because not because Jesse's not here, but because his son is here.
You're winning,
he
though.
guessed
You're
last, though.
4-2-1, yeah.
No, but I guess.
You are 100% winning. The first bicycle with
Ooh.
pedals. The bike has a really complicated history, so I had to pick some
Petals.
part of it to pick a specific date on, right? Because bikes have been, there's arguments that a person who was with Leonardo da Vinci invented a bike, okay? But, it's not proven. So, who the fuck knows when the actual
The
bike was invented?
mechanical bike with pedals and gear
Exactly.
shifts that we know.
Not gear
Oh,
shifts,
no, okay,
just
yeah,
pedals.
Just pedals.
No
yeah.
chain on this bitch.
Okay.
By the way, the first bike didn't have brakes. Who the fuck? And by the way, you just Flintstoned yourself. There weren't pedals, so you just... It's like, you know those toddler bikes where they're like this?
Oh yeah.
And the steering wheel didn't turn. You just leaned into it. Dude, the bicycles used to be fucked. It was like downhill until the hill stops.
Until the hill stops, and you better hope your destination isn't right at the bottom of that hill, because you will miss that fucker.
Levy, first guess to you.
Oh, God damn it. Bad one to have a first guess, because I have absolutely... I'm trying to... I feel like saying late 1700s is possible, but when the fuck did the pedals... I have no context for this, so I am just gonna say... Let's go 1770.
You think it's older than America?
A little bit. I feel like... Yeah.
Is that a headlight on the front?
That looks like it on the front.
So,
They had lanterns. in
newer
this.
than America.
It is. I have
Lanterns with
no idea.
wires connecting to the bike.
Oh, that's the key for the ignition.
No.
Well, of
No.
course not. There's
There's like a thing to spin.
It actually got me for a second. It's like, wait.
What is that thing to spin? Oh, you know what? I think that thing is for the light. I think you spin that and it cranks the light battery.
Okay. Well, that would help if I knew.
Oh, well, yeah, if I knew
I don't know
that,
if
I would have
headlights
said
are invented.
1770.
I don't know. You could change your guess. He hasn't said anything yet.
1860.
Oh, fuck. You're fucked. So we got, what was he, 1770, 1860? Wow. You know what you should do? You should do 1859.
Yeah. No, that'd be a good
I'm gonna
guess.
go with 1875.
1870. What did you say again?
1860.
All right, it goes to Isan at
Nice.
1853.
Yes.
Oh. I should have listened to you. I was wondering if it was in your brain you went lower because it was lower.
Honestly,
or...
I didn't even look at it.
that's
I just
so-
made a joke. The first plane to take flight.
Thank God I'm not first.
What state was it in, Julian?
North Carolina.
Pick rap battles. All right, Isan. The first
Actually-
guess goes to you. The first plane to take flight, not the invention.
No idea.
The first time it took
The
flight.
first
stayed
plane
up
to
all
take
night.
flight.
Well, there's a
Playing
photo of it.
Yeah, that's true. Is this okay? The first.
This
plane
is
to
the
take
legit
flight.
takeoff.
Before us, people only used to fly in balloons. You think we're scared of two idiots addicted to shrooms? Oh man.
You shoulda, woulda, coulda, coulda.
Thank you.
Before the World Wars, probably significantly before the World Wars.
Okay, I see your thought process.
So not 2000.
What about the Civil War?
I don't know. Maybe they were messing around. No, maybe they were busy with other things during the Civil War. I would assume they were busy with other things during the Civil War. I'm going to say 18...
I think my number might be wrong. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Could you look it up on the big screen?
don't.
So 18 what?
You can still make a guess. Zach can
his
confirm.
number doesn't.
We all agree to say whatever's on Wikipedia is the correct answer, right? Okay, yeah.
My number was wrong. I switched 2 numbers. I was like, that doesn't look right, but okay, we're good. I had it memorized just from reading about it.
Okay. 18... It had to be after the bicycle, right? There's no way. No way the first plane took flight before the bicycle. 18...
Well, there's no wheels on that bitch, maybe?
1884.
1884. Second guess to Julian.
I'm gonna guess. I think it was after the 1800s because I feel like they just start using planes a little in World War I, but World War I, the whole thing was that they had trenches, and that wouldn't have worked if planes had been around for 60 years. So.
Do you know that during World War I we tried to fight the German tanks with horses? Like America was like, we got this. Those things are too slow.
America!
Yeah, that's a good point. But I feel like military technology probably takes a little bit of time. How long before you the first plane ever versus making
how long until you put a gun on it?
Well, that's true. Yeah, how long until it could actually carry things? I think it's pretty. I'm gonna go with 1903.
All right, Levy.
What was yours?
No.
Yeah,
Do I have to
he
tell?
always says
Yeah,
it.
tell him.
I have to tell?
Tell
Okay.
him, man.
1883. Took me a second.
1883.
He's like
1902.
1902.
Split the diff.
1883.
Or go higher.
You think it's higher or lower than Julian?
No, higher or lower than Julian?
Yeah.
I think if
Which
you go
one do think it
exactly in between, higher or lower than 1903.
I feel like it's
That look
lower.
on Julian. 1903.
Yours was 1883?
Yes, for fuck's sake, Levy.
Okay, I'm
And
gonna do
83 and 03.
But one more time,
Let's
Isan,
do-
your again.
93.
You're gonna go 93.
18.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
Year 90.
Well, planes seem pretty good when I was born. That's gonna take them at least 5 or 6 years to bang out the kinks. So.
Julian nailed it right on the head.
Damn it.
1903.
Nicely done.
Guess you guys should have rapped along.
I don't think they say that in there.
I don't think they. I don't think
I
they
don't
do.
think they do. But either way, I'm very so what? That was 5-2, 5-3-1. Very there's a total of 9. Oh yeah, yep.
5310.
There you go. That makes it all.
Damn it,
makes
that's
sense
it?
now.
That was too short.
That was
good.
9.
That was
That
fun.
was 9. I'm very
Fun
impressed.
game.
Julian hit a couple of those like right on the head. Like the plane, I could have seen you doing that one, but you hit something else ridiculous.
I think the plane was a lot more
You hit
ridiculous than the other
YouTube,
one.
the first YouTube video right
The
on there.
YouTube was
Yeah,
a
I'm
lot
surprised
easier
you
than
didn't.
this one.
I thought you would have known that, like,
Yeah,
even before you
I
made
do
the
now.
quiz.
We all looked up like first YouTube video, right?
Right, but like you
That
don't
was
remember
the
the exact
easiest
year.
question.
Right, but the fact that he got more than one, I guess
Yeah.
my point
Like, yeah,
isn't
that he got it exactly, but I'm just saying, like, this one seems
I agree,
way
this one's more
shocking.
impressive. I'm just
Yeah.
saying the fact that he got 2 of them right on the head, it all is.
The point is, put that hat back on, Levy. It's yours for at least another episode.
You know what? I'll take it. I like